Freddie P flyer than most, higher than most. Try me, didn't I see a ghost? 93 OG, it came from West Coast. Tied to your hoe, I just came from my throat. MOBB OG gang, oh let's go. Go take a seat, get at the kitchen, I'm cooking, keep whipping it. Longest promoters keep booking, I'm running it. You get it all till I'm done with it. Give me that reap on your block, you won't get it. Hell with the scale, got it booming like speakers. I know what I'm doing. Don't need no features, court dates and funerals, commas and numerals. Really a chef, cook it up right or left. Working my move, I need more than enough. These niggas bluff, they really not tough. Head first, running up a check till my heart start 3-point. Working on my shot, trying to get high. Swear to God, promise not to fold, never flip flop. Good smoke, good dope, busting out the zip lock. Don't think about it, you try, you might die. These niggas capping, ain't living a lie.
Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. I'm sitting here muted. I'm sitting here talking my head off. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Make sure y'all hit that like button. So what I'm gonna play right now is we're going with the we had sorry about that, Carl Belton. I just realized that. But Finesse2xs is a mob ties artist from Memphis. He did a show in Knoxville, Tennessee. The night of the first show of the year, New Year's night. So doing the show looked like it was going good, and I got a little footage of the show. During the show, a fight broke out. This man right here that's on the screen, he happened to be the security. So he's the security for the artist. He's not securing nothing else but the artist. He's trying to make sure they safe. But a misunderstanding happened. and all of a sudden this man got beat up and got shot several times behind some artist bullshit. And you would have thought that Finesse two times would have learned his lesson by Pooh Shiesty. Because Pooh Shiesty had a situation kind of like this happen too. And it kind of tricked him off the streets. So it looked like goddamn Finesse two times probably tricking himself off the street. But we're gonna let this dude here tell his story real quick, and then we're gonna go from there.
Allowing to unfold my knowledge, rhythm, and understanding from the hood niggas' point of view to all of you, get there and everywhere. Check me out. Today we got the pleasure of sitting here with the brother Antonio, who was a victim of finesse two times in his team during the shootout at the club in Knoxville. And this brother is going to give us his portion of understanding. He's going to break down what happened. You know, we're going to question him and see what's going on. And hopefully we can come to some type of resolve or come to some type of better understanding. We all have seen the video footage and things like that. But here it is. We have this brother who is still in the hospital, who is willing to sit down with us and give us a full understanding as to what happened. But before we get into all that, we want to extend our get well wishes to the brother, to him and his family members, and anybody else that was harmed or was injured in this unfortunate, senseless situation. Brother, can you introduce yourself to the hood educated residents?
Hey y'all, my name is Antonio Burkhart, and I was security at my Buds during the finesse two times shootout. Just inform y'all what went on and how everything happened, so everybody understands that it wasn't my Buds' fault. We took all the precautions that were necessary for the show. So we're gonna clear this up.
All right, so let's start here. Let's get into a little background with yourself. Have you done security for them, or are you a security officer? Is that your main source of income, that you do security, or was it just you do security for them whenever artists is coming to Knoxville?
I originally started doing security for Knoxville, and then I stopped doing security because I had got another job. But with the finesse two times deal, Joseph had asked me to come in personally and do security, so that's why we go.
Okay. And so just to clarify some things, because a lot of people are saying that there was two security forces there. Finesse two times had his security, and Joseph and them had their security, or was you there to secure Finesse two times and his team as well?
I was there to secure the whole building. We was informed that Finesse would be bringing security, but that's the ones that he brought. I would not call them security at all.
And elaborate on that. Why would you say that right there? I mean, like, was they professional, or was it like just his entourage? Why would you not consider them security? Can you elaborate on that for us?
When you do security, you have certifications. You know how to carry guns. You have level 3 holsters. You move accordingly. You take care of business. You secure the asset. It's a lot of stuff that goes into security that I learned with Knoxville, and none of those boys have any of the characteristics of a security guard. They didn't have holsters. They had guns in their pants. And we wasn't aware that they had guns until after the fact. But man, it was like he just went to his favorite hood and just picked up a couple of young dudes and brought them in there and told them if anything jump off, handle it.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this right here, because from the video footage that's been circulating throughout all social media, we can see Finesse two times sitting there and he's about to rap, and then you can see the brother Joseph. Is Joseph the club owner, or was he the promoter?
Joseph is the club owner.
Okay, then. So we seen Joseph, getting close to Finesse two times and things like that. And a lot of people are saying that they believe that Joseph started this whole thing, right?
Nah.
And so I just want to get your portion of understanding, because you was right there. What was happening when Joseph was speaking to Finesse two times brother? Like, what was going on before everything just went crazy?
Okay, so before everything he went crazy, we had the gates up for the fans to keep them back from the stage. We had at least 6 security guards in front of the gates, making sure it was secure. It was a good show. I mean, it was going good. And then they stopped the music, and I guess Finesse wanted to get down closer to the fans, which, I mean, I wouldn't say it was a bad idea, but at the same time, I mean, he's the artist. He can do what he wants to do as long as we secure him. So when he got down and he sat on the speaker, Joseph was already right there before he even sat down on the speaker. We had our head of security, TJ, he was right there, and he was making sure all the crowd stayed back. And the whole situation with what happened was, I don't know, like when Finesse first arrived, he got off the bus already irritated. He was already on some extra. So I don't know if maybe that just carried into what happened. But when Joseph was actually trying to get through to make sure that the people on the other side of the gate wasn't pushing the gate too hard because the gates was coming apart. So he was actually trying to get through to make sure that Finesse was secured. So he was talking to, as you see, he turned around and started talking to Finesse's guard or homeboy or whatever it was. And that's when Finesse jumped up and got aggressive. And then after that, I kind of, Joseph, that's my boy. I'm going to keep an eye on him the whole time, no matter where he's at. And I stepped a little bit closer, and that's when Finesse's homeboy snuck Joseph. And then that's when I got into it, and then that's when everything went left.
Okay, then. Let me say this right here, brother. You was basically just doing your job, what you came to do.
Yes, sir.
And then somehow, because I did see like other security there with guns and stuff like that out. So did Finesse 2X have professional security and hood security, or was all his security professional? What would you say?
I don't know if any of them was professional. They might have been a slim few that was professional. They probably had their PPSs and carrying permits or whatever, and probably certified. But if those was the ones that was certified and doing security, those are the ones that stayed closest to him. All of the other ones that was around Roman was just his entourage, and it was the ones that made everything what it was.
Okay, so when everything started to go up, right, and we seen one of his boys fighting with you, at some point you got shot, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us about that? How many times did you get shot? When did you get shot? And when you heard the fire, when you heard the bullets, the guns going up, did you even know?
And we're gonna look at the video in a second, y'all.
When you realized that, hey, I was shot.
This is about 8 more minutes.
When me and Finesse's brother or homeboy was fighting, he was one of the original ones that was trying to fight with Joseph. Joseph had fell to the ground, and I intervened. We fought for a minute, tossed it around. His other homeboy jumped in. I was fighting two of them. They pushed me over Joseph. I got back up, toasted with him for another minute, and then that's when their other homeboy sent off 3 shots.
So, did you? Because there's footage out there right now. I don't know if you're aware of it, but there's footage out there of a man that appears to be grabbing a handgun from his waistband, and truthfully, he don't look like security. He looked like, just a regular dude from the hood or something like that, or maybe one of his homeboys. But you can clearly see him grabbing for a gun.
Yeah.
Were you able to see who produced the gun and shot you? Like, you ain't got to say no names or nothing like that, or give no descriptions, but did you see the person that shot you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. After this person shot you, what did they do? Did they run off? Did they stay there? Did they try to run up on you?
Whoever shot him in trouble.
After you were shot, what happened? What did they do?
They ran.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you know this, but today a couple of people have been arrested behind this, right? 2 people, from my understanding. And the 2 people that were arrested are not even from Memphis, Tennessee, period. These people is from Atlanta, and I think one of them was from Louisiana or something like that. Are you aware that people have been arrested?
I think somebody had said there was a Facebook post of somebody being arrested. I haven't been interested in. I'm fighting my own battles right now.
Okay, then. Now, when they shot you, can you tell us, or when the person shot you, can you tell us where did they shoot you and how many times that you were shot?
I was shot 3 times. I took 2 to the left arm and 1 to the left lower flank.
Sorry to hear that, brother, because that's just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I got to just say it like that. That's fucked up, because here it is. You paid to do a job, and you there to really secure him and his team, and these the motherfuckers that shoot you.
Yes, sir.
That's just, man, I'm talking about, that's wild, man. As far as the investigation going on with this whole ordeal, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys looking at legal action? Are you thinking about legal action?
I will be suing Finesse 2X.
Man, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you, because ain't nowhere in the hell you should have been shot behind something so simple. It just was nonsense. It was uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? There was no reason for nobody to produce a gun and to be shooting in a crowd of people like that, man. That senselessness And that's not, no, we ain't supposed to move like that. You know what I'm saying? And here you security. Like I say, I got to reiterate, you were security doing your job to secure him and his team, and these the motherfuckers that end up shooting you. Yeah. I can't agree with that right there. And it makes sense that you will be pursuing, you know what I'm saying, legal actions against Finesse 2 times. Do you know that he is on federal parole? Have you heard anything about, he's on federal parole?
I have heard of that.
Right. And another thing I want to ask you is this.
Ain't no Black Lives Matter here.
The other people that got shot, how many was it? Because we hearing that a woman got shot and another dude got shot. Do you know how many other people got shot, and was it men, women?
Yeah, my
it was just like the takeoff situation.
She got shot in the arm. I think it was altogether. I think it was 5 of us.
So 5 people got shot.
Yeah.
And all 5 people that got shot was not your team shooting at nobody.
No, sir. My team didn't deploy their guns or send any shots.
So everybody that got shot that night and everybody that fired rounds that night came from Finesse entourage and his security.
Yes, sir. We didn't fire one shot.
Man, that's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Is your friend the one that you said
the rapper one bringing the guns and the rapper the one shooting the damn security? Just like with who shot the situation.
And we'll both be pressing charges, and we'll be filing for a lawsuit.
Okay, then. So you guys are going to do the legal, civil, and criminal. So you guys are going to press charges and do the civil lawsuit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. Let me ask you this right here. I don't know if you want to get into it, but I gotta ask you. Because being that this is a shooting, we understand that the police are involved. Have they came and spoke with you and got your statements and stuff like that as to the events and what happened and stuff like that?
They came and spoke to me. Like I said, I'm a street nigga. I ain't got nothing for the police. They say they know that he's the one that shot me. They found him with the gun. Ballistics match up, so they're gonna have to do their job. I'm not gonna go in there and point no fingers. I don't know nothing. I'm a street nigga, but at the end of the day, shit, they say they got him. Let them do their job. But I will be filing for a lawsuit against Finesse.
So he's still trying to carry the street dude mentality?
This is not a dumb question, but the reason why you will be filing this lawsuit is because you believe that Finesse 2 times, his entourage, his security, they are the ones that started all this.
They're the ones that's responsible for everything that happened that night.
So are you going to sue Finesse 2 times and the record labels? Because we got to understand something. He has a record label, a major record label behind him. He has minor record labels behind him, Bread Gang, Mob Ties, and things like that.
Yeah.
So is this lawsuit just going to be towards Finesse 2 times, or is it going to be against him and his record labels?
Once I get in contact with my lawyer today, we'll figure all that out.
He's suing everybody. Fuck that shit. Sue everybody.
Is it anything, man, that you want to tell the audience, man, to let people know your side of the story? If it's something that I did not cover, is it anything that you would want to let the people know?
I just want to let everybody know there's a lot of speculation and everything about Knox Elite Security and everything that had to do with the whole thing. Knox Elite Security, man, we searched everybody. We made them take off shoes. We frisked females, males. It didn't matter who it was. If you came through that door, you got searched. Nobody in that crowd had any guns. We was not aware that Finesse's people had guns. We knew that he had security, and we thought that they had PPSs and everything, which I think a couple of them did. But the young ones that came in there that did all the shooting, we did not know that they had guns. We did not let them in with guns. And if we would have known that they had guns, they would have never made it in there.
That's fair enough.
But not responsible for anything that happened. That was all Finesse 2 times.
All right, brother. How was before we get up out of here? How was Joseph and Hope? Have you spoke with them? Because I understand that they are the club owners. Have you spoke with them? Have they showed you any support or anything like that?
Yes, Joseph and Hope and his daughters. They all show me love. We're like family. I've spoke to them multiple times since I've been here.
And how are they holding up under this whole ordeal? Because man, that was crazy. How are they doing?
Man, it's so much going on, man. There's really no way to hold up and how to explain what went on because everybody is still lost for words.
Well, once again, brother, I appreciate you coming on the show, man, giving us your portion of understanding. Man, I hope that you get well. Do you have any social media? Do you have
Okay, I think that's about it for that. So that's the victim and what he's got to go through right now from this senseless shooting. That Finesse 2 times. I mean, he a street dude. Okay, we get that part. But wait till you see exactly, how this whole thing went down. It really wasn't like I'm like, damn, bro, y'all, you can't even stand a dude bumping into you. But I think he already had a little smoke with the owner already, what how it was, because he ended up going on Instagram, and if you ask me, he was self-snitching on himself. Yeah, if you ask me, he definitely was self-snitching, but I'll let y'all tell me if he's self-snitching or he just, I don't think it was a good idea for him to make a statement. He's on federal parole. He's in a club with some junk like that going down. It don't matter if he ain't had nothing to do with it, but a gun was produced. Somebody's got to sue you and press charges and all that shit now. I mean, dude, why these rappers do this to themselves, man? Get some professional security.
Concert in Knoxville comes to an abrupt end after 3 people are shot.
Scary situation. We're told it began at around 2:20 this morning. Take a look. Police tell us the shooting was at Cannabuds, that is on Clinton Highway. All 3 victims were taken to UT Medical Center. Authorities say they had non-life-threatening injuries.
Finesse2xs was a performer at the concert. Police say that there was a fight and then shots rang out. KPD believes several people fired shots. Multiple guns were found at the scene. Those who were there say it happened really in the blink of an eye.
I mean, the video I got, you literally see I think it's 57 seconds long, and you see we were having fun. He was sitting there, boom, everybody's yeah, and then you just see the fight, and then within a minute, shots were fired.
The investigation is still going on. If you know anything, please send an anonymous tip to East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers. That number, 865-215-7165.
I'm gonna tell you where they fucked up at. They did this in Knoxville. It's a whole bunch of white folks in Knoxville. See, y'all can pull that bullshit in Memphis, but now y'all in Knoxville with foolery. Yeah, now y'all in Knoxville with the foolery. So them folks ain't gonna play with y'all kind of way. And you got folks talking about pressure charges and shit. And I think the owner of the club is white. And they talking about he robbed him.
Fine.
Got a switch in a dick, 5 on a stick when you lit. I'm a stand up nigga, you a bitch, man. Police, man in my business, give me millions, that my let's go. Them flaws on my name, throwing it down, got my chill.
865-215-7165.
Got a switch in a dick, 5 on a stick when you lit. I'm a stand up nigga, you a bitch, man. Police, man in my business, give me millions, that my let's go. Them flaws on my name, throwing it down, got my chill.
That bit look lit now. I ain't gonna lie now. That bit look lit. But this way everything went wrong.
Go back in, nigga. I want to hear that look Irish, man. Shit, let's do it, fam. Do your shit, fam. Drop your shit, Pete. Let's go. What's that? What's that?
Now, supposedly this is Finesse mom or something taking the money, man. It said claims to not have ran off with our bag.
Nah, I rewinded back. Now, as you can see, I didn't see nothing that warranted a fight. Maybe y'all could see better than me, but it just seemed like niggas just wanted to fight for some reason already. Like orange shirt. I mean, orange jacket. Like he was turned up already. Now let's go over this video a little bit.
I want to talk to the lady for a bit. Yeah, go back in, nigga.
Now watch it real close.
I want to hear that look at this.
Watch orange jacket.
Let's do it 5.
Now the dude barely bumped him. Watch this now. Or watch the orange hat because that's who that's finesse 2 times. So that's who's gonna really start the whole action. He look geek the fuck up too. Now he wanted to get off the stage. You can barely see it. You can barely see it. The man barely tapped him. Homeboy on go.
If you got the you can pay me. What's that? What's that?
Now that's the dude that we just seen that was just in the hospital bed. He got on his security shit, and I'm gonna play it back. But they're saying that finesse 2 times mom robbed him, took the money.
Now, supposedly this is finesse mom or something taking the money, man. It said claims to not have ran off with our bag, but I have proof. So this supposedly mama or something like that run off the bag. But like I said, they took it off as a robbery, son. Now it's stealing. So I don't know. Like I said, man, three sides to a story.
I got
what
a
I'm
better
saying,
video of her taking that money.
what bad, this video got going on, like I said, is the absolute truth. The mama on camera taking the money and then she leave out the building. So that's not stealing. That's not stealing. What do you call it? When the mama take the money
Man,
and put it in a bag, take the green box.
They got finessed again.
And then boom, go to the back room, lift the camera up, and then she leave. What I'm saying, though, what this video got going on, like I said, is the absolute.
Nah, that video. That video, it look like now she taking the money now. It look like she taking that money. I don't know who money that is. But while all that shit going down, and she going ahead and filling up the bag. Now this ain't gonna look good when you try to tell the police, hey, if these folks gonna report that you robbed them. They don't want to hear all that shit that you owe them, this and that. You don't just go take what the fuck you want to. You supposed to have some negotiation. Y'all supposed to have a sit down, everybody count the money and all that. But these folks are claiming that you and your mama robbed them too. You on federal probation. This nigga just stay crashing out, boy.
Absolute truth. The mama on camera taking the money and then she leave out the building. So that's not stealing. That's not stealing. What do you call it? When the mama take the money and put it in a bag, take the green box, and then boom, go to the back room, lift the camera up, and then she leave. and share this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, man, we ain't got no love for each
Now, after that whole situation at the club, now this finesse 2 times, he felt like it was a smart move to come on Instagram and give this statement. So let's hear what he got to say about the whole situation, y'all.
show out here, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? You know, and y'all know how I'm coming. Like, you know, I'm a big player, so it's like I move a certain way. I abide by a certain type of laws. You know what I'm saying? I move a certain type of way, and y'all don't know that. Y'all not. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't getting what the going on. You know what I'm saying? Even the promoter. Listen, I done went live about promoters, man. I done went live about promoters, man, about 3-4 times, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't understanding the seriousness of what's going on. Either y'all don't understand or y'all just don't give a bro. See, this is my thing. For years, man. Everybody been out here getting their money and sucking, moving how they want to move, driving what they want to drive. And now I'm trying to protect my future. It's a problem. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. You see what I'm saying? Listen, let me tell y'all something. From the beginning of this show, I had my people to reach out to the area. They reached out. We found a club. They found, okay, I'm like, all right, we're going to go after it. We ain't showed Knoxville, Tennessee too much love. Let's go to Knoxville. Let's show Knoxville the love. You know what I'm saying? Let's go for Knoxville. I know they rocking with me. Let's go down there. So from the first day, I've been constantly hearing about this promoter calling motherfuckers out their name and this, that, and the third. I ain't going to even get into detail. But I'm like, see, one thing about me, a motherfucker try me on the phone. A motherfucker try me on the internet. But a motherfucker ain't gonna never try me in my face. I don't know what type of energy I give off on the internet, but in person, motherfucker don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. On no phone, on no internet, on no, I'ma smack you, I'm telling you. Cold-blooded, where you stand, I'ma smack you down. You see what I'm saying? So, I dealt with everything that he had to dish out. I never reached out to him. I heard all the bullshit about playing with my money, about bullshit about, I heard about all this, but I never reached out because I'm like, a nigga ain't gonna play with me in my face. So I'm like, when I pull up, I ain't tripping it because I ain't gonna play with me in my face. You just ain't gonna do that. I don't give a big, tall, little, small. You ain't gonna play with me in my face. So, you know me, I pulled up with them guys and professionally too. But I still had them guys. When I get to the club, my manager hop on the sprunner. He like, bro, talking about y'all ain't gonna be able to leave with the money until you perform. Hold on. Pause. Freeze, please. I rented this club out. I paid you to rent this club out for the first.
You don't deserve nothing.
I'm
You don't
supposed to
get
get the
nothing.
money
You get
off
what
the
I
door.
gave you. I got a contract between me and you.
I owed it
you
him now.
do what
I ain't
tell
no
you.
capping.
Therefore, shut up. Don't say that. Don't speak to me.
I supposed to gave him 10% of the cut.
You better go on back out there and get out
Right.
of my face before you get swole.
I'm in full compliance with it. I'm cool with it. I ain't tripping it. Okay. It done got to the point where can't nobody else check on this nigga to hear from me. So get what I do? I jumps off the sprinter. What it? Cause get what? I ain't ducking no wreck. But I don't want no problem either though. Just let me get my do re mi fa sol la. Come clean like the wash machine. I came for that. Put it in my mitt, man. All right. So I jumps off the sprinter. I'm like, what on now? Here he come. Here I go. So I'm like, what you mean I can't get my fitted walk? About my fitted. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying though? About my money though. No, that ain't what I said. What you saying? What is you saying? Right here in my face now. That phone, the internet, what you saying right here in my face now? Oh, no, I want, okay, well, let's have a good time. Let me get there. Put it in, come clean like the wash machine. Wet bread. So they done released a footage of Mom Deuce racking the bread up like she done stole it. Whole time, this our money. And these folks out here clout chasing, man. Like a motherfucker did them something. Okay. So I say, hey, well, let's have a good night. Let's go on about our business, man. Let's go on about our business. Let's get in the club. Let me go get my fitted. Boom. I get in the back room. I get my money. I got to check this sack, man. Let me get there, man. One thing you got to do is let me get there. And one thing you ain't gonna do is that. One thing you don't do is that. You see what I'm saying? Nah, see, I'm finna get that straight. You need to start making them pay a deposit. That ain't what the business was. They didn't book me. Stupid, ignorant. You see, you was one of them that had to work in the field. You couldn't work in the house. Your folk, your mother, ancestors, they was some. Cause that's how you think. So your ancestors thought like some shit too. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so boom. I get the card. Shit, probably about 60-some thousand, 70-some thousand. I ain't, all right, boom. Well, I'm eyeballing it. I'm a street. I've been doing this shit all my life. I'm looking at it. The 1, 5, 10, I'm looking. I've been doing shit all my life right here. So I'm like, it's probably about 50, 60, 70,000, shit like that. So I'm like, all right, let's go have a good time. I gets on the stage. I popped it. I'm talking about was enjoying myself. I'm enjoying my first year being out of jail. I'm popping it. You know, if you see me fighting the bear, help the bear. Don't help me. I don't need you, man. Help the bear. I'm popping it. All of a sudden, I say, hey, let me do it for the ladies before I roll. Listen, let me tell y'all some cold-blooded. I ain't even forced to perform this song. I don't even forced to be performing this song. I did it just because they were showing me so much love. They were showing me, so I said, man, let me do it for the ladies one time. So I boom, jump on the stage. I sit on the speaker, I get in P mode. You know what I'm saying? I sit on the speaker. So my little brother right next to me, it's the honest God truth, y'all. My little brother right next to me. Tay G. So he tell the owner, like, listen, I'm finesse, man. Walk around with $300,000-$400,000 worth of jewelry on. So when I'm in the public, my people is around me, not people we don't know. They don't understand. I done had hits put on me. I got that don't like me. I got that envy me. I got that hate me. I got that's jealous. I got that. So I don't want nobody around me. I don't know what the is wrong with you, promoter ass, with you club jumping ass. Y'all ain't understanding it. I am on federal probation. Some niggas don't know about you. 6 to 9 months doing niggas. You lame niggas. I'm talking about real charges, aggravated, no misdemeanors, you man. It playing with my freedom in my life. And all I'm trying to do is give me some money, man. Raise my kids to be different than I was, and you niggas playing. Make sure everything lined up, man. Make sure I got somewhere to park it. Make sure the stage clear. Make sure this, make sure that. I'm going to come and do what you asking me to do. I'm going to do everything that you asking of me. All I'm asking of you is to help me help you. Help me help you. What the I can't do this by myself. You have to help me help you, nigga. But get what? When I pull up to these clubs, the promoter drunk, and yeah, finesse, what going on? Yeah, let me take a picture. Man, get your monkey ass off the side, man. I came here to handle my business. Let's take a picture on the inside, man. What the your monkey ass right here by the sprinter for? I'm on federal probation. Get the popping right now. Guess what? Get what? If my probation officer feel like they want to call me and say, hey, you can't do no more shows. Now I can't even get no money to feed my little ones. But you gonna continue to eat though. So when I pull up and I jump out of you on this, let's take, man, I'm trying to get in, get to my section, have me a few shots, kick it, go do my set, do what I'm supposed to do, take care of my business, and go home. And make it back to my little bitty ones. You know, I book myself. Dude didn't book me. He ain't had no $50,000 to book me. He ain't had no $50,000, $60,000 to book me. I booked myself. I rented that club out. I'm the one rented that club out. Me. He kept all that old stealing. True enough, I supposed to gave him a certain percentage. But guess what? Back to the story. So I sit down on the speaker. I'm finna pop it. So next thing you know, I heard my little brother ranting with a nigga. He like, no, bro, you can't stand right here. You gotta go around. And he like, I'm the owner of the club, so I'm still popping it, but I'm hearing what's going on. So I'm like, so some tell me to just look. So when I look, he trained his eyes on me and said, in my club. When he said that, I jumped up. When I jumped up, you know what happened when CEO jump up? When CEO jump up, it go left. I want to stand beside me and Bippin intoxicated. Bruh, you intoxicated, bruh. What is you even doing running a business right now? You can't even run a business properly intoxicated. What is you standing by me trying to reach at me and what you want to be by me for? I ain't that. Respectfully. I don't move that. So what you around me? What is you doing? You ain't spent no money, man. I rented this shit, nigga. That's my money at the door. You ain't spent shit, nigga. This is what you got your ass knocked out for being up on it. So all that old shit, they time out. And as far as the shooting, I don't know nothing about that. I couldn't tell you.
Pussy niggas, hey, these pussy niggas, goddamn it, sent the police with them. Goddamn it, come get this vet, nigga. Yeah.
So pretty much, somebody got jumped on and shot because he felt like the owner of the club was a little too close to him because he was drinking and being more of a fan than he was doing business. So, I mean, I don't know if that's going to hold up in court because it's a lot of court shit that's going to come behind this. I mean, people got shot, people got jumped on, you know what I mean? It seems like this is something that's just normal for a lot of guys. And like I say, this is the way Pooh Shiesty got himself locked up. Got himself tricked out the streets. Now, these Knoxville guys, this guy here, he claims that they still got finesse2xs Corvette. So they got, well, it wasn't like finesse2xs just came on there and looked like he snitched on himself a little bit. I mean, hell, if I was his probation officer, I was like, damn, nigga, so you telling me that you pretty much okayed your homeboys to do what they did. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But these cats here, they feel like they got this man car, so it is self-snitching on themselves that they got this man car, and then they challenging him to come back to the neighborhood. I mean, this shit here is amazing. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, police in the what your good police says, nigga. Yeah, we ain't playing that here. I'll make you come to me. Fuck is you talking about, you pussy ass nigga? Yo, want me? Yeah, we got you. You got your vet. You see the police over here, bro? Yeah, bro. That vet. That one. You want the dogs to come down? Me too. So I don't think it's a motherfucking game, bro. You gonna send the police over here? What this lame ass nigga? Why thought y'all was street, nigga? Why ain't y'all pull up, nigga? Huh? You should have pulled up and got your own motherfucking car, bitch. Fuck is you talking about? And y'all didn't do shit to me, nigga. Y'all wanna jump me, nigga? Look at me. Now, yeah, pussy ass niggas. And you send the police over here. Cause you already knew what the fuck it was. I wish the fuck you would pull up in this bitch, bro. Pull up in this bitch. Yeah, in the Escalade, goddammit. Yeah, pull up in this bitch. I want you to. Yeah, bro. You know what the fuck it is. Yeah, y'all see him. Y'all see him running. Come on now. The same way he run up on the motherfucking stage, bro. Y'all know what the fuck it is around here. What the fuck is you talking about? We out here. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? Fuck is y'all talking about? Oh, we did this, he did. We beat Joseph about this. I mean, y'all ain't did shit to me, bro. Period. What the fuck is y'all talking about? And you send the police ass nigga. And I ain't even said shit to the motherfucking police. I told him, this is the street.
Here's the deal with SEO on Wix.
Now, as y'all can see, man, they say they want to handle that in the streets, but they on the internet making sure they put it out here where the police can protect them. Hey, man, these rappers and this self-snitching, boy, this shit here is amazing. I'm gonna let y'all see this other dude that self-snitched on this self. Now, this is another one of Gucci Mane's artists, man. It's like every week, I'm having to tell y'all about one of Gucci Mane artists. Either they done got killed or they done went to jail. I mean, I can name about 5 artists off the top of my head who done got killed or went to jail that was, associated with Gucci Mane's 1017. So this artist here, his name is Matt Critter. He just signed with Gucci a couple of months ago. Let me let y'all hear how he kind of self-snitched on himself, and now he's locked up for a murder charge. But I'm gonna let y'all hear him on Instagram and how he self-snitched on himself.
Subscriber and be sure to share this video. I got some news for you niggas today. Gucci Mane artists be tripping, don't they? Another one has been arrested, and this time it's for first-degree murder. He goes by the name of Matt Critter. I ain't never heard of him. You ain't never heard of him, but he's guilty. He going to jail. And we know he's guilty because he posted a video on Instagram with the strap looking for the ops, talking about what he gonna do when he see him. And I got the video. So I'm gonna play it for you guys. We're gonna watch and react to it. And then I'm gonna come back and talk about this situation. Let's go.
I want smoke with the city. Who want it? Let's do it. We out here. Let's
wait. You on Instagram Live as a rapper.
Now this fool said he won't smoke with the city. Now look at that gun this fool got. Look at this gun. He pulled the gun up on Instagram. Now he wonder why the fuck he wanted for damn murder. You just signed a deal. You got your chance to get out of the hood, and here you is on Instagram with a fucking with a damn, I don't know what the fuck kind of gun that is. Talking about you won't smoke with the city.
Talk about you won't smoke and you got the chopstick in the video. Talk about self-snitching. Talk about foreshadowing what's going to happen. Brother, this is not smart at all. You ain't got no family to pull you to the side and say, hey, man, chill out. You the breadwinner. You don't need to be waving the strap on Instagram acting crazy. I blame his family for this. But let's continue.
go. I'm out here. I'm in traffic. I'm trying to body something. I'm trying to put something under. I'm trying to put me a man under.
Y'all heard him. He's trying to body something. He's trying to put a man under. And he's doing that because his cousin got his life taken away. So he became emotional. He became angered. So he...
Now, if you ain't never seen stupidity in real time, that's stupidity in real time. Now, let me let y'all hear what his charge is and what really happened in his case. And of course, I'm gonna have to play it off of 1090 Jake. He does a good job of doing his homework when it comes to these rap cats. But this dude had some real serious street dude situation happen, and which pretty much landed his ass in jail. So I'm gonna let 1090 Jake tell y'all what it is he did to land himself in jail. We already see what he did to kind of self-snitch on himself.
Legend has it, signing the Gucci Mane's 1017 records comes with a new chain and a prison sentence. Fans would speculate the record label is cursed after the arrest of another artist and the fact that half the label is currently incarcerated. On December 21st, 2022, Memphis police responded to a shooting call on Wells Avenue just before noon. Arriving on scene, officers would locate a dying, unresponsive male laying in a vacant lot. By the time fire and rescue responded on scene, the victim, who was later identified as 34-year-old Markeith Taylor, a father of 4, was pronounced dead from multiple gunshot wounds. Crime scene tape restricted the area as a large crowd gathered when gunshots erupted again. It had been just over 2 hours since Markeith was killed, when only yards away and with officers still on scene, a man within the crowd overlooking the crime scene opened fire, shooting roughly 9 times at a passing car, striking the driver. The shooter then got into a gold car before driving off. Officers would locate.
Now, how crazy is that? A man is dead right here. Police sitting right there. A car passed by, and one of these crazy motherfuckers go to shooting at that car right there in front of the police. The balls.
A man dead in his car a few miles away, identifying him as 23-year-old Alandis Turner, who went by the name B-Ball. His family told officers B-Ball was related to Markeith, who was just killed. Speaking with witnesses at the first murder scene, one claimed to have seen the murder of Markeith and was taken back to the Memphis police station for an interview. Speaking with investigators, the witness claimed to have been on the vacant lot at the time of the shooting and observed 4 black males in the SUV stop before pulling off. The SUV returned a short time later where it once again stopped, but this time 4 males got out when one of them, identified as Daniel Bates, called out to the victim. 25-year-old Daniel Bates is more commonly known as the rapper Matt Critter and signed to Gucci Mane only 2 months prior. According to the witness, Matt called out to the victim and told him to get out of his van and come to them. For whatever reason, Markeith listened. As he walked up to the 4 men, they began walking at him as all 4 of them drew handguns, and one man, identified as Gary Taylor, raised his arm and started firing. According to the witness, Markeith would hit the ground as Gary Taylor continued shooting into his body as he stood over him. The 4 men then returned to the SUV and drove off. The witness advised Daniel Bates is known in the area as Matt Critter, and Gary Taylor is known as Lil Gary. A third suspect was identified as Danterio Owens, and when shown a 6-man photo lineup, the witness positively identified all 3 men. Specifically, the witness identified Matt Critter as the one who called to the victim.
Hey, Otto! Critics rave A Man Called Otto is irresistible.
Can I help you with that, sir?
Do you think I'm going to cut my...
Telling him to get out of the van, while identifying all 3 men as having a handgun and standing over the victim as Lil Gary shot him to death. It's unclear if the witness identified the 4th suspect, as a 4th suspect is yet to be arrested. On December 29th, a warrant for first-degree murder was signed, and on December 30th, Lil Gary would be the first arrested, charged with first-degree murder, and because of an alleged court error, Lil Gary was released on his own recognizance. So when alleged gang member...
I want y'all to process that, y'all. So this guy was accused of murder after he was identified for gunning a dude down, standing over him and shooting him some more. He went to jail and he got released on his own recognizance. He didn't even have to bail out. They just let him back on the streets. Go ahead. You ain't really did nothing. That's wild.
Who, according to a witness, stood over a man while shooting him to death, was released without bond and under the promise he'll show up to his next court date. The victim's mother would speak in a news interview questioning how they could release the man accused of killing her son. She'd also show the bullet holes that hit her home as days after her son's murder, her house, her sister's house, and her father's house were all shot up.
I don't understand. How could they let a first-degree murder go? I mean, there's no explanation for that. And he had to beg for his life because that's probably all he was thinking about, his babies.
Days after her son's murder, Taylor says someone fired shots at her home, her sister's home, and father's home too. Taylor says her late son had 4 daughters. She fears for their life and safety.
Everybody I see now, I'm really terrified because I don't know who is who. I don't know if they got a picture of me. I don't know if they ride around. I'm trying to keep my family safe and I have nothing.
January 2nd, 2023, Matt Critter and Danterio Owens would both be arrested, and the following day as they were arraigned on first-degree murder charges, Lil Gary would actually show up to his court date and be placed back in custody without bond. The first victim, Markeith Taylor, is said to have gone by the name Mac Dimp and has ties to the gangster Disciples, but his strongest ties were to his 4 young daughters. Dimp worked detailing cars and is said to be the father of Matt Critter's sister's daughter, meaning Matt Critter essentially played a role in his own niece's father's death. The second victim, known as Maserati B-Ball or Butterball, was a father of one with another child on the way. Both Matt Critter and B-Ball have ties to 7th Street and the 700 Walkdown gang.
So this dude was so vicious where he gunned down his sister's baby father. So his niece his own niece. He took the father of his own niece. She'll grow up and be, well, she won't be looking at him because he'll be fucking locked up. But she would have had to look him in the face, and he would have had to known that he took her father away from her. So everything that she would have been going through would have been because of him. This shit's wild, man. And you know, when they are looking for their rappers, when they're looking for rappers, they're looking for guys like this.
And B-Ball can be seen in multiple videos with Matt Critter and even wearing his 1017 chain. What comes as a surprise is Matt Critter seems to have also been close with Dimp. And 2 days after he was murdered, Mac would post to Instagram a picture of them with the caption reading, "Long live Dimp. I got your girls forever. I love you, big brother. People in the hood hated how much I loved you. We had a bond nobody can break. I got signed. You was happier than everybody from the hood." Keep in mind, according to a witness, Matt Critter stood over Dimp just 2 days before and watched him get shot to death. At this time, the motive is unknown.
So a dude can stand over you and shoot you to death and then post a picture of you 2 days later talking about how much he missed you. Wow. Wow. But it's a dirty game out here.
And Memphis police have confirmed 3 suspects were detained regarding the death of B-Ball, but no arrests have been confirmed. Now this case sounds like the back door of the century. Matt Critter is being accused of killing his sister's baby daddy. And then right after that murder happens, at the same murder scene, 2 hours later, while people are still there, the cousin drives by, someone sees him, and they shoot him. And he's able to drive off and dies miles away. And it just so happens that he is also tied in with Matt Critter. This is one of Matt Critter's people. But Markeith, who was originally killed, was also. I don't know. I have no idea how to explain.
I can't explain that either. I can't explain that either. But I had to let 1090 Jake break that story down because, man, and he does a great job of breaking that story down. Shout out to 1090 Jake. But as y'all can see, man, every day we have another rapper crashing out. And this is who our youth is looking up to. Salute, how males are wrong. Salute to you. But as you can see, this is who our youth is looking up to. This is who our youth looking up to. You can get your record deal if you out here recklessly like this, acting like this. This shit wild. But y'all leave in the comments what y'all think. What y'all think's gonna happen with Finesse 2 Times. Cause you know, for just those allegations, man, that's a violation of parole on any count. And he didn't seem too remorseful about it. He just, you know, he really just justified why they jumped on the owner. And then his security guard got shot. I mean, he said he ain't got nothing to do with that, but he got everything to do with that. I mean, when the whole thing was going down, you can see a guy pulling a gun out, and it's just the type of guys that he's bringing around him when he's going to do his shows. Now, I understand you want to be around some guys you trust, but it's looking like that you got guys around that's looking for trouble. So that's going to be big trouble for him. It look like he's just tricked himself off of the streets. So you got 2 rappers right now that's hell bent on tricking themselves off the streets. Tragic. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not gonna make this show too long. I appreciate everybody that pulled up. Salute to Miss J, G-Mac, Antonio Montana, V-Chance, Carl Belton. Anybody else that pulled up, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all have a nice day or night. Here's to the street.
Point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is a dope, you get more than a dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself. I'm really a chef, cook it right out of left. Run up a check till I run out of breath. Point them out, make them live what they rap. Big cap niggas ain't living like that. Do the most, get too close, you a ghost. Dope is a dope, you get more than a dose. Give all that I got till it ain't nothing left. I don't need no help, I could do it myself.
Niggas big cat like a mixed fiesta. Dope on the scale, you won't get no extra this way. Make your hoe do what the money say. Tell your old man he don't want it, babe. I just bought a new stick the other day. Cook dope on the stove or microwave. Neighbors don't like the J's, they keep calling. Come on, I'ma keep serving the dumb and defy the ranks. Just be like punkies. No Q and not just the city. Keep focus my business, I'm just being honest. Keep dealers and killers among me. Wrap your ass up like a mummy. Stab that little white hood and dip on her. I feel like OJ, little homie. To the plug, the card, Malone. Send it to the Pope man. Freddie P fly higher than most. Higher than most. Try me, didn't I see a ghost? 93 OG, it came from West Coast. Tied to your hoe, I just came from a throat. MOBB OG gang, oh, let's go.
Go take a seat, get out the kitchen, I'm cooking. Keep whipping it, long as promoters keep booking. I'm running it, you get it all till I'm done with it. Give me that reaper, your block, you won't get it. Hell with the skill, got it booming like speakers. I know what I'm doing. Don't need no features, quartets and funerals, commas and numerals. Really a chef, cook it up right or left. Working my move, I need more than enough. These niggas bluff, they really not tough. Head burst, running up a check till my heart start 3-point. Working on my shot, trying to get high. Swear to God, promise not to fold, never flip flop. Good smoke, good dope, busting out the zip lock. Don't think about it, you try, you might die. These niggas capping, ain't living a lie.